In 1921, Gerald Murphy, a very rich young man, and his wife Sarah, an even richer young woman, decided to live in Paris, where Gerald would pursue a career as a landscape architect. Gerald very quickly decided that landscape architecture was not really what he wanted to do, and having seen a painting by Fernand Léger in a gallery window, he turned to Sarah and said, "This is what I want to do." In the next 9 years, he created 14 paintings, of which only 7 survive. Of the 14 paintings, all but one have to do with commercial products. Only one painting is a painting that has a personal connection with Gerald, and it is this painting that he named Bibliothéque, library. It is, he said, a portrait of his father's library. So if we look at it, we see the elements of a library of a very educated and learned individual. But when we look closely at this painting, we begin to see that not any single object in this library is portrayed in its fullness. The magnifying glass does not magnify anything. The books have no titles on their spines. The classical bust is half hidden. The globe, while we recognize the Western Hemisphere, has no countries listed on it. And the architecture is done in fragments. What we know from Murphy's biography is that, in fact, he had a very troubled relationship with his father, and that all his life he tried to find a way into his father's life in a much more emotional way. And every time I look at this painting, I see an individual who's trying to reach his father, but can only get there halfway. Gerald Murphy was, as I said, a Yale graduate, and when we acquired these paintings, the Murphy family gave the Murphy archives, the papers, to the Yale Bibliothéque Library. So this painting has come home in a way that makes us immensely proud.